evening. Welcome back to the homestead. Get in here with these guys. Got them fed, and I need to walk this fence line and make sure there's not anything on their fence. Make sure. Let me see what's in here. Well, yeah, they got them a nice little bed in there, and looks like they got a little bit of hay right here blocking the wire. Okay, walk this fence line a little bit, see if there's anything that don't need to be on it, on the fence. But that'd be a good little time to talk with you too. Hey, Daff. There's a term that I've heard over the last couple of years, and it's been used different, couple of different ways. It's the same term, but there's a couple of different meanings, and I'll talk to you a little bit about those while I'm checking this fence out. They've got leaves and stuff pushed up against the fence wire. Come out here with a rake, but I'm mainly looking for the big limbs. Found a couple of small ones, but what I want to talk with you about is winter pigs. You'll hear that term, people talking about winter pigs. And one thing we'll talk to you about winter pigs. One thing is these Mangalitsas, the big old limb. Sorry, these Mangalitsa are real good winter pigs in one sense, and one sense of the term is pigs that really can endure the cold and the winter, the snow, and everything. And these guys right here, I mean, they'll be snow ankle deep on the ground, and these guys will be out here nosing around in it and messing around in it. And so the Mangalitsa are really good winter pigs as far as in that sense of they are a Hungarian pig, so they're used to the cold, where they were bred for the cold, hard, harsh winters in Hungary. And so as far as that term, that sense of the term, these are really good winter pigs. As far as, and you can see their, hey buddy, I'm not going to mess with your food. These guys have got some, look at that wall. It's just like it's just like great big sheep, like a sheep with a snout. I mean, they do great as far as winter time, and they come out. They like the cold. The cold don't bother them that much. They don't stay inside the house all the time. It's like it doesn't bother them. And there are some breeds that are not great with winter time. They just don't like the winter. They don't like the cold. Now the other. Okay, let me turn this camera around here. Okay, there we go. I can see you now. The other term that you hear about the winter pig is people will raise pigs in the winter time and then have them slaughtered, and they don't have to have them processed, I should say, and they don't have to mess with them in the summer and all that. They're really good. And the thing is, you buy them when they're piglets in the early fall, and then by spring or later spring, they are ready to send off to piggy camp, and they do well. for one, everything's kind of frozen. They don't have any smell, and they do most of their time is inside. They sleep a lot, and so what you feed them, they don't run it off. And they're, say, frozen wintertime. Whenever they get out, there's not as much mud or anything because, like I said, they don't really come out for anything but just to eat and use the bathroom or something. So people will raise them because of that. And it's a really good idea. If you don't want to keep pigs all year round, if you just want to buy to raise and then process them and then not have any more till the next fall, winter time is the time to do it, especially if you have neighbors very close. You don't have anybody complaining about you having pigs because, like I said, there's no smell to them, and everything. You don't have to have the big water hole for them to waller around in and cool off in. They're cleaner, and there's just a whole lot of good reasons to keep pigs in the winter time and not the summer. But my thought is there's a lot of breeds out there that you can get within 6 months time or so. They are ready to process. They're good to go. So my thought is, in that sense of winter pigs, these guys over here are not even I guess I wouldn't even consider them a choice when it comes to that sense of the term, winter pigs, because these guys are going to take, instead of 6 months having them ready to go, these guys are going to be 11 to 12 months, depending on what size you want them. If you want them up to where you're going to get some good lard off of them, 14, 15 months. So as far as winter pigs, for that purpose, Mangalitsas are not what you need to look at. But winter pigs, as far as being able to handle the cold winters and really thrive, and winter pigs, the Mangalitsa are real good winter pigs in that term. Now, I will say this too. Raising winter pigs is a really good, like I said, it's a really good idea. But if you are thinking of processing your own, if you're going to raise them up and process them yourself and do everything yourself, not have to take them to a processor anywhere, winter pigs may not be such a great idea. And here's my thoughts on that. Winter time, like right now, December, January, somewhere around there, it's cold. There is a reason that the old timers, the old people, these mountain people and different ones used to do hog killing time was December and January. The reason for that, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said they'd always heard hog killing time and already been around, but they never realized why hog killing time is a certain time of the year. It has to be kept cold or your meat will ruin very fast. That's why December, January, it's cold, it's snowing. That's why they build a good fire and get other people to help you and process your pig, because that way your meat stays cold, there's less chance of spoilage. That's why you do the cold smokehouse. You do that in the wintertime. It has to be below 40 degrees, so about 40 degrees or below, preferably below 40 degrees, to cold smoke. A lot less chance on ruining your meat due to the heat. So, excuse me. So, if you're going to process your own, it's going to be really hard for you to do winter pigs because if you're going to do spring, it's going to be later spring, March, April, somewhere in there. A lot greater chance of running your meat because of the heat and the spoilage. If you're not going to process your own, you have a processor to take them to, winter pigs are a great idea. But that's just my thoughts on it. Anyway, and I just wanted to talk to you because I've heard that term a lot probably over the last 3 years. I've been hearing that term a whole lot, and like I said, there's two different meanings to that one term. So I just wanted to talk to you a minute or two about that, and I come out here and feed these guys for the evening and check that fence. I only seen 2 or 3 little lambs on it. It should be fine. I already checked the other main section over there where the goats and stuff are at. I checked that and make sure it was fine earlier. But I've got to get a rake out here probably this evening, and got a couple of spots I need to rake out from under where they've pushed the leaves up against it. But like I said, I just wanted to come out here and do that, and just thought I'd share it for just a minute. And I am loving our Mangalitsa pigs. These guys are growing. If you watched our channel for very long, we used to do the coonies, and I really liked those. But they got up about 250 pounds, maybe 300. They said 250 to 300, but most of them I've seen is around 250, 225. Takes them about 16, 18 months to get up that weight. But the meat out of them is fantastic meat. I don't think I've had any pigs that tasted that good and that tender. As far as the meat, the bacon, everything, they were good. But I was looking for Mangalitsa pigs. Whenever I found the coonies, I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and get those because I could not find Mangalitsa anywhere. And I finally run across the guy that has some. He was pretty local, close to us. Another Homestead. He is a YouTuber also. That's how I found out that he had the pigs. Interesting because I've followed his channel and watched him for over a year, and he posted a video one day where he was away from the homestead. He was doing somewhere else, doing something, but I watched that video, and I told Sherry, I said, I know where he is. I know where that's at. And I was kind of excited because I knew he was local. I didn't know he was local like that. I didn't know where he was. But I got these guys from him, and some of you may watch his channel. Excuse me. Scare you? Sorry. Micah McGee. McGee's Homestead Adventures. He has a whole lot of stuff on these Mangalisas, and he just does a lot of stuff with a lot of animals. I mean, he's really thorough. He knows his stuff. I say that I'm learning a lot from him, but that's where these guys came from. Say hi. Too busy eating. That's where these guys came from, are from him, and I am really happy with the Mangalitsa breed. I love their temperament. I can just get in here and pet them, mess with them. I can get in here, walk around, do whatever I need to do. They don't try to come at me and eat me or anything like that, like a lot of pigs do. There's been some pigs that I don't like. I won't get in a pen with them because I just know you don't want to mess with them. These guys are just big pets, so I'm really happy with them. All right, guys, These two right here, the black and tan, are called swallow bellies. And of course you got the blonde. And one that we don't have, and I'm assuming it's kind of a rare to find, is a red Mangalitsa. Now the red Mangalisas are gorgeous too. And anybody's concerned about the pigs, nobody has commented or said anything yet, but I know sometimes the videos like you're feeding them on the ground. But these guys are eating. I did dump it because one thing I have learned with these guys versus the Mangalitsa or Coonies, they have a food bowl and another one somewhere. But anyway, I could take that food that I dumped, put it in that food bowl, and one of these guys will come over here and take their foot, and they will take the edge of it and they will flip it up and out onto the ground, and then they'll eat it. They will not eat it out of a food bowl. It's hunting down the food bowls and gathering them up where they scatter them around and then putting the feed in it. First thing they do is dump it out on the ground, so figure that's where they want it, that's where I'll put it. So that's another thing with these guys too. I know some other pigs that their pens are really muddy and nasty, and you couldn't get in there if you wanted to with them and stuff, because it's just what pigs do. These guys right here are where the Coonies were rootless. They didn't root. These guys do root a little bit, but as much rain and stuff as we've had, that is the only mud there is, and it ain't really mud. It's still solid. And you see where they've rooted just a little bit right there. Now, I wouldn't even call it rooting. They've got a little bit of mud right here where the water pan is. And the rest of this, you can see that they've been out here clearing it out, but they've not really done any damage really to it. Another thing I really like about this breed, is it's the fact that they're not really destructive. And but anyway, I'm gonna go I think Shiloh's. Thought I saw her back there somewhere. Yeah, she's blending in with everything. I see her blue coat back there. She's checking these maple trees for us. I don't think we got very much today because the weather didn't get up very warm. It has to be down like in the 30s at night and upper 40s and 50s during the day for them to really run. And today I don't think it's been much out of the 30s. So I'll go help her with that. It's starting to snow again and it's getting a lot colder, so I'm gonna go help her gather this stuff up and get it back to the house. And as for now, we'll tell these guys bye. You gonna say bye? Hey. All right. Come on. Yeah. These guys are gentle. Big old babies is all they are. Alrighty. Tell them bye. Alright, bye for now, guys. Thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for following along with us on our journey. I like watching these guys. I still can't believe I've got sheep pigs. Alright, thank you guys for following along. And we'd really appreciate you guys watching these videos. Hey, there's our future tractor barn. I gotta get some more pallets. We're going to be working on that project probably here in a few weeks and bring you along for that. And I've got a plan. I just got to figure out how to do some of it. Look, I see a Shiloh. I'm gonna go help her. All right, thank you guys for watching. And like and comment on our videos. And we'll tell these guys bye for now. Hope you have a good, blessed rest of the evening. And as always, God bless.